Good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's session of After Hours with William O'Neill India. This session will be this week's last session, and we'll try to probably encompass all of what happened through the week and as well through the day. In the last couple of days, there was some huge selling pressure, and I hope everyone's went through those selling pressure through this turbulent times and are still doing well. And before we go ahead, just like to give a small disclaimer that any security that might get discussed in today's session should not be considered as a buy or sell recommendation and should be just taken for education purpose. We're talking about Nifty 50's today action. Nifty had a huge gap down opening, and post that it made new lows throughout the day. And there was some huge selling pressure where yesterday itself Nifty breached its 21 DMA, and post that as well, Nifty made around new lows and even tested the 17,300 levels, as you can see in the chart. This and it and the worst part is that the selling was on heavy volumes, and with the heavy volumes, Nifty closed near the day's lows. So if it's closing near the day's lows, breaching key moving averages, and the sell off is on heavy volumes, then that is not a good sign for the market. So now let's discuss with respect to the O'Neill perspective. And so if we talk about from the recent lows to the highs of the rally, it was really good. The recent high was around the above the 18,000 levels, and yesterday itself, when Nifty recorded its fourth distribution day, and when Nifty breached its 21 DMA, that is yesterday that I'm talking about, we shifted the market status to an from confirmed uptrend to an uptrend under pressure. That means that we expected to see some kind of volatility and some kind of turbulence in the market, and that's what happened in today's session as well. So majorly, this is like according to some macro news across the globe, where U.S. Central Bank increased interest rates by around 75. It's even the hiking trajectory that is likely to happen in the coming time is clear cut straight that maybe growth will be hampered, employment rate will be hampered, but they want inflation under control, and for that they'll go to any extent to probably raise interest rates. So if by the end of the year, by 2022, if you look at median rate should be around 4.5%, and around by 23 it will be around 4.7%. So that is huge hike, and even with RBI meeting coming in the coming time, in the coming week itself. So even in that meeting, we can see uh, a rate hike of anywhere between 35 to 50 bips. So considering that with the market volatility, it's best that the Nifty chart that or the market chart, which William O'Neill always says that let the market guide you. So at the moment, the market looks in confirmed, it looks in sorry in uptrend under pressure, where uh, this was your fourth distribution day, and today was the fifth distribution day. And what was the stark problem in this fifth distribution day was that you can see this orange line. This orange line is the 50 DMA. The 50 DMA got breached, and the volume was much higher than that of yesterday's volume as well. That's what even today's session got counted as a distribution day, and even was much higher than the 3-month average volume as well. So overall, it was selling on huge volumes. Even a single distribution day, if it gets added in the next week itself, that is, it gets to the count of six, and Nifty stays below the 50 DMA, then we might downgrade the market to a downtrend. And on the upside, if you look at it, I mean, if Nifty is able to reclaim its recent highs of 18,000 and above, then market should go back to confirmed uptrend. But at the moment, with the selling pressure in Nifty, I mean, the second possibility looks bleak at the moment, and it's more likely a time where capital protection and capital gain protection is much more important than uh, capital appreciation at the moment. So talking about the top gainers and losers, if you can see that from the defensive side, that is from the pharma, you could see three big names, the Divis Labs and Pharma and Cipla gaining around 2%, 1.2, and 0.9%. The other gainers were Tata Steel and ITC, 0.8% and 0.6%. So major Nifty stocks were on a decline in today's session, if we talk about it. And Power Grid declined the most by around 8.1%, Hindalco by 4%, Apollo Hospitals by 4%, Adani Ports by 3.6%, and NTPC by 3%. Talking about the sector view, if we talk on the sector front, as you can all see, the entire sectors are was in red today, and leading sectors such as your banking sector, and so the banking sector is not just the banking, but the PSU bank, the private bank, all of these banking stocks declined by around 2.7%, 4%, and 2.7%. That was a huge decline. The other major decline was with Nifty REIT that declined by around 3%. Even the financial service indices declined by around 2.5%. So was not a really bad day in the market for across the sectors today. Talking about key news, so first let's talk about some news on the macro front. So some service PMI and manufacturing PMI data was released from the UK and the Eurozone, and both of like the service PMI from the UK came below estimates. So the estimates was around 50 for the September data. It came at around 49.2. The manufacturing PMI, however, came higher than that of the estimate. The estimate was 47.5. The PMI came in at 48.5. The Eurozone manufacturing came in at 48.5 against August of 49.6. So some deceleration in the Eurozone manufacturing PMI. So considering the risk of scenario at the moment with equities, at the moment you could see the safe haven assets such as your dollar index and the treasury notes going at much high with the interest rate hike by the US Fed. So the dollar index is trading at a 20-year high at 112. So the major component, that is your uh, euro, is around 60 to 65% composition weighting in the dollar index. So that is getting weakening at the moment. So that leading to the dollar index strength. Even the USD INR has breached the key levels of 80 and has depreciated strongly in today's session as well. Now, let's talk about some key news on the company front. So, Manappuram Finance accepts right issue proposal of subsidiary Ashirwad Microfinance Company is entitled to buy 90.96 lakh shares of the subsidiary at 268 per share. Vesuvius opened a new manufacturing facility at Pirwada, Visakhapatnam, and NCLT approved the merger of Gangavaram Port with Adani Ports. So talking about the global macro data for today, that is in the latter half of the day, is the US, again, the PMI data, that is the service PMI from USA and the manufacturing PMI from USA, and even the Fed chair, that is Jerome Powell would be speaking in at around 11:30 p.m. IST. Expected the service PMI for USA is around 45.5. The previous reading was around 43.7. Manufacturing is around 51. The previous reading was around 51.5. So considering the market weakness will not be coming with any chart of the day. If probably market shows signs of strength, then probably can come in as at the moment, what always William O'Neill says that 3 out of 4 stocks move with the market. So with the market in the correcting at the moment for the last few days, it's better to like probably stay on the sidelines and observe till market display some signs of strength, and wherever someone's invested, look for signs of a weakness such as a breach of 21 DMA in such kind of volatile markets to probably book profits and safeguard your profits in this kind of a market. So thank you, and do stay tuned to the space of After Hours with William O'Neill India at 4:30 p.m. every day, and even the pre-bell space of at 8:45 a.m. sharp. Thank you.